Hi, everybody. I am really upset right now because I'm on my lunch break for my job. I work remote. I've been working remote for the past 6 years, and they called a meeting with our whole department, and they basically said, we're gonna have to go in 4 days a week now into the office. So that means back to a cubicle in downtown Pittsburgh for me. For the past 6 years, I've been working remote, and it's been so much better for just for me, like my quality of life. And I feel like I have a decent amount of personal time. Like my work-life balance is extremely better than it was when I was going into the office every day. So before I was working remote, I went in the office for like 7 or 8 years every day. So anyways, I'm on my lunch break. I am looking for jobs right now. That's how upset I am, like remote jobs. And I just don't want to spend my life in an office, in a cubicle. I don't want to spend my life in traffic. I don't want to do that. I was sad when I was doing that. So, I'm sitting here looking for a job, and I'm thinking, what if I just do reselling full time and try that out, which scares the crap out of me. I've never not had a full-time job, like I've always worked a full-time job where I knew in 2 weeks I was getting paid. So I'm really scared if I have to go that route. But I think that is what would make me the happiest right now, because I just want to be happy. I don't want to have regrets. I don't want to live a life that's not meaningful. I don't want to be sad again like I was when I was going in the office all the time. It's so unfulfilling. I'm so sad. I'm really sad. I was crying a little bit, actually, a little bit. That's how upset I am over this, but I really was like tearing up. Yeah, I don't know. I think I might do the, full-time working for myself and trying to figure out what that is going to look like, because I'm just so sad about how they did that to us. That was a really big perk about my job, was working from home, and now they totally took that away from us. It's going to be hard that I don't have the income that I'm making right now. Like I have a decent salary that comes in every 2 weeks, and I know that my reselling is not going to amount to that. I'm going to take a hit by just going to reselling full time for a while until I can build it up and, possibly get it to a point where it's equaled out. But I don't even know if that's possible. But I mean, I'm willing to take a hit on my salary if that means that I'm happier. That's my main thing, is like, I want to be happy. You know what I really hate is just like working for a corporation and depending on them, and just like, you do what they say. And I hate that. I just want to work for myself. I don't want to work for a company. I don't want to work for a manager. Like, I just want to work for myself. And that's it. Like they can do this stuff, when you work for these companies and these corporations, they can automatically just put your world upside down. They're like, oh, there's so many benefits to going into the office. You can meet people and talk and collab, and you'll expand your career, and, and sure, I'm sure that there is benefits. I know this because I worked in an office for years and years and years. I know that there are benefits, but guess what? For me in my life right now, the benefits of working from home and having that work-life balance is so much more important and so much more beneficial for me than going into an office and expanding my career and meeting more people. Like the cubicle lifestyle is just not how I want to spend my life. And it made me sad. And that's why I looked for a remote job, because I was so sad. And then I found a 100% remote job, and now they're taking that away from us. So I'm like, I wish I could find a part-time remote job and work my reselling business. Like, that would be my dream right there, because then I know that I'll have that stable income coming in, and then I can work and be my own boss and do what I like to do, because that is what I like doing more. I get way more joy out of doing reselling than I do working for a bank and like a corporation. Pity party for one. I don't want to sound bratty on this, because I'm grateful to, like, I'm so grateful that I have a job. Like, I'm so grateful that I have a career. I'm so grateful that it's stable, that I'm, all these things, but it's just been flipped on me. And I'm just like really upset. But all right, I just wanted to give this update.